Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome back to the main channel. So you're probably thinking, what's with all this, huh? What's with all this? You know, what I plan on doing. This is a big task. Keep in mind, I've also bought some wire cutters, some thin brass wire, as well as some thin brass sheets. Essentially, what I plan on doing is electrifying, motorizing this Revall Big boy. And how we're going to do it is by measuring the diameter of these wheels, more specifically the shafts, which I've already done. The shaft that would normally fit this in here is actually small enough that it will fit through that hole. However, this one's designed for a wheel where they just slot into the holes. But what I'm going to do is get one of the central drive wheels on one of these chassis, one of the two, on the big boy, and install this. Once that's done, I'll see if I can't get a motor. Get the motor, wire up everything with some brass wire or some electric insulated wire. Once that's done, if I can just show you what I mean. Essentially, what I'm planning to do is installing the motor on when the chassis, or well, not the chassis, the it would be the chassis because it has two chassis, yes. So essentially, motorization goes here, motor goes at the back here. It's held in by maybe a plastic plate or something. I don't know. But keep in mind, this is like nearly bloody at midnight almost, and I just absolute, sit in the bedroom, meditate for a while, and you never know what your brain's going to come up with. And then I immediately was like, hang on, I can do something. So I thought the idea was obviously to sort of go off both instruction manuals and measure up everything, which I have done. The shaft is about, diameter-wise, is about 0.1 of a millimeter, whereas the actual length of it is about, going across here. This shaft itself is about 2 millimeters. It's about 2 millimeters, whereas the shaft for the wheels here is only about 13. Long ways going to this wheel here. So what I might do is I might just probably figure out a way to either lengthen these shafts, and either that or maybe better option probably would be to make maybe even my own wheels with my own flanges. I could do that. I have the knowledge and the know-how to do it. Problem is I don't have the materials or the tools. So I've ordered some parts. Hopefully, when I get those parts in, because I also ordered some brass sheet metal, which is about 0.1 mil thin. But yeah, I honestly thought I'd give an update to the next big project that I plan on doing. I really do find the diagram for this Type D51 loco very interesting. The motor for it, as you can see, sits in the cab, and then you have a system where you put a battery actually inside the boiler of the loco, and that connects to the opposite ends of the wire. So essentially you can see here from the diagram, you've got the cords coming out, and then that, on the next page, no? Yeah, here we are. That's where the battery's supposed to go. found that very, very interesting, that you're supposed to put the battery actually inside the Loco's body. Pray to God that you don't glue the faceplate to the actual body. Someone doesn't do that, and then again, it probably says it in the instructions. I do not read Japanese or Chinese. You know, mind you, that's very broad strokes, just saying I speak Chinese, considering there's multiple dialects, but whatever. But then again, there's also multiple dialects of Japanese, if I remember correctly, but other than that, besides the point. Hopefully, once I get the brass sheet metal in, I'll use that as contact brushes and also to wrap around the wheels. So it has, you know, around the wheels, it has the metal, or brass part of it around it. I'll hopefully either solder or glue it on, cut it to the right length that it should be, and width. And once that's done, hopefully get the shafts finished, get them all attached to the chassis. That should also be finished. Might need to change the dimensions of the wheels on how they actually fit in, because if you can see here, they sort of slot in and then they plug in together. Now, from what I've seen, they do seem to roll very well, but, you know, it's just not too sure. They may work, they may not work, I don't know. But, other than that, we shall move on. So yes, it seems like as though everything actually does seem to be movable in the kit, as long as you're careful. I have gotten static Loco kits rolling, like Dapol ones, before, even though they're very hard to get rolling, and most of the time they've resulted in, you know, failure. You're probably wondering where that schools class Loco kit is at the moment, and that's because I mostly had to put it away because I was busy with Easter. Other than that, yeah, it should be fine, but I thought I'd let people know on what my next big project is, or maybe even throw your 10 cents at the hat and see whether or not you can suggest something else. I don't know. But that's what I've been working on. Ideas. Be really nice to see it when it's completed, though. Other than that, I should be... I'll see if I can't try and get the time and room and space to do something as big of a project as this, but if I can't, I'll let people know. Yeah, there's not much else I can say, really, because everything is just a toss in the air. And then, you know, waiting for the hat to land on an opposite, whatever side it lands on. Everything changes at the drop of the hat, that's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, yeah. Anywho, I shall sign out, and hopefully stay tuned for more. Bye.